me Bisshhs. Tis I, Cloyce, aka Manny Bish, over on Instagram. And today we are doing some cherry red nails. So, I've been upstairs editing this video, and I did not go look at the name of this polish, but I'm pretty sure, like 90% sure, that it's called Cherry Soda. Of course, the name will be in the description box. Y'all know I do this every time. Anyways, I have on a nude, builder gel. There you go. It's the, peach something or other from Manny Boss. And I have that on my nails. I did this Manny a while ago, and we're barely getting to it. However, I really loved this Manny. It was like just all flat red, and then I was like, well, let's add a little something to it, and we made cherries. So I ended up just doing my middle finger first, because after I applied the first layer and it was like a little patchy, I ended up going in with the second layer right on top of it, just to see about how many layers I would need for this, and to see if I actually liked the color of it, like against my skin tone and everything, because I've used it before, I'm pretty sure, but I could not remember how I felt about it, and it was just, I don't know, it felt different this time, so I was like, well, let me just do one finger, so I don't do all of these fingers and then end up hating it. Let me just do one finger, see, make sure the vibe is there. It was all good. So I'm going to go in with 2 layers of this on all of my phalanges, and we're, of course, doing a 60-second cure in between each layer. And then I did not, do any filing of this Manny. The layers were, fairly thin, and I didn't feel like it misshapen my nail a whole bunch. Sorry, guys. I know I yawn in, every single video, but it's actually, 10 at night, and I'm kind of exhausted. Anywho, so after all of the 2 layers that I did of my gel, I'm just going right in with my nail art. We're not doing anything, crazy. I'm just grabbing my green, my Beetles nail art brush, and we are creating some little stems. And then I'm just going to put a little leaf off the side there. Now, my thumb is going to have bunch. Is it like a bunch of cherries? Just, little cherries. I don't know. It's going to have one. My ring finger here is going to have 2 separate sets of cherries. And I'm also going to put 1 set on my middle finger. But the middle finger part, you won't see the vineness of it. Anyways, so I'm flash curing these vines after I do each set. But I am doing these first because the rhinestones are going to be our actual cherries. So, now that I'm not doing cherries on my pinky or my index finger, I am going to go ahead and just top those off, top coat them, get them out of the way, because they're not getting anything special or extra. So, we're getting them out of the way so I don't have to mess with them here in a second. I'm going to cure, this is my Manny Boss gel top coat. I'm going to cure these for a minute in the light, and then we're going to put the rhinestones on the rest of my nails. I didn't use base coat. Half the time I use base coat usually. If, you know what, I don't even have a rhyme or reason to when I do or don't. It's just a feeling. I don't know. I don't even know what to say to that. I'm sorry. But I didn't go in with base coat. So, anywho, I'm now putting in my rhinestone glue just on the parts where I want my rhinestones to be. So, at the tips of my vines. And then I'm going to not cure that. I'm going to go directly over that with my top coat. I find that with smaller gems, this works better for keeping in longevity. Leave the rhinestone glue wet, put the top gel over it, and then put the rhinestone on, and then cure all together. I find with smaller gems, like, that's just, for me, the best way I can keep them on my nails for the duration of my mani. So, I'm using, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm having a time over here. I'm using different sizes for the cherries, and on one bunch set, pair, so I did my thumb already. That was just on one set, depending on like the size of the vine, because one might be a little thinner than the other. I wasn't like trying to be perfect or like super consistent with them. I just wanted them to like look more natural. So if the vine was thin, it got a smaller little cherry. If it was thicker, it got a bigger cherry. Now, the thin and the thick could be in the same bunch or set. So both the cherries that were paired together were not always the same size, if that makes sense. And if it doesn't, I am so sorry. I did not think it would be this complicated to explain my cherry sizes that I went into this with. So, that is that. Once I have these on, I'm doing these nails like individually, because otherwise my cherries would be sliding all over the place while I was doing the next nail. So I went ahead and I flash cured for 30 seconds and then put my whole hand in the light for a minute. So this is my nails, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye, Bisshhh!